everybody, happy Friday! Hope you're doing very well, and it feels like it's been a long time, but I'm finally going to actually open something on the channel. It's quite a hefty bag from Classic Football Shirts. There's 5 different shirts in here from 5 separate continents, a great variety going on there. We've got 2 new countries added to the collection. We've got a crazy design, interesting colour we don't see too much of, and also a country that I haven't added a shirt for quite some time. These were purchased at just after Christmas. Classic Football Shirts generally do a 20% off sale, trying to get advantage of those people who have got a little bit of Christmas money left over, if they have anything left to spend, and I did so. Ironically, Classic Football Shirts this past weekend just gone had another 20% off, and I think once again I bought another 5 or so shirts. Seems like I'm focusing on some of the more cheaper shirts. However, as I say that, I have also separately bought what could possibly be my most expensive shirt. So there's a lot going on. Let's just get into it, open it up, and we'll just grab one of the shirts. I hope it's alright because it's been over a month. Ooh, I like it. I like seeing what we're going to do. So let's go for this one, shall we? And just quickly make sure everything looks like it's all there. Yes, fine. Okie dokie then. Ta-da! It is a red shirt, isn't it? But it's also a bit of a blue shirt as well. Okay then, let's get it open. And who is it? So this one is a very small nation. Feel like there's something in here. Come on, there we go. Get rid of that. Right here then. So the rear of this shirt. Very good. Okay then. So it's red, bit of white, bit of blue. Is it a flag? No, I wouldn't have thought so. Anyway, there is the bottom, a little bit of a sponsor going on there. Is there anything on the back to suggest who this is? No. Let's bring around to the front, and don't be upset if you're not familiar with the club. But if you are, very well done. So there it is. It's a continuation of that red and that design that runs across the sort of shoulders along the back. It is a Admiral shirt. Don't see too many of those in my collection. And then we have, of course, the club crest there. Does it stand out a little bit if you could read what it says? It is a medium. It should be medium. It's a medium. Obviously, it's got the tag on there. So yeah, so if you're sort of scratching your head at this one, let me dress the mannequin, and I'll explain to you a little bit about the club and, of course, the shirt. Okie dokie then, so there is the shirt, but who is that club? Well, of course, it's Europa Point FC, and it's their away shirt from 2019-2020, so what, 5 years old now? Of course, bought from Classic Football Shirts with the 20% off sales. I bought this one, it would have been £23.99 with that discount, and they have finally sold out. So this is a shirt that has been on the site probably from roughly around about 2020-2021 when it dropped. And I remember it being priced pretty highly. I want to say like £50. And I thought, whilst it's a unique and obscure one, it's quite a bit of money for a relatively simple plain shirt. I thought it's going to be one that's just going to get sold eventually. Clearly not the case. Possibly bought the last one for £23.99. That's a great price for me. So the club's only founded in 2014, so what's 10 years old, and they come from Gibraltar. Yes, it's one of those clubs that all play on that small little rock. And yes, it's my only third from that particular area. And my last purchase from Gibraltar was September 2020. Yeah, 2020. Yeah, so that's what, 4 years old now, 4 and a bit change. So it's definitely been due another one. They currently play in the Gibraltar Football League, and they currently are bottom of the league, having not won any of their first 16 games. So let's just say it could have gone better this particular season. Last season they finished in 6th place, which sounds good, but that's roughly mid-table because it's a small league, but it's certainly better than not having any victories, and it meant that they allowed them to get to the next stage, like a championship group stage, and they pushed actually to go to 4th. They just missed out on European, it would be Conference League positioning. That would be quite funny to see how they would have performed, considering this season they are clearly not very good. So yeah, they're up and down, shall we say. Historically, they've never won the league. It's usually dominated by Lincoln Red Imps anyway, Gibraltar, which is a shirt I probably should try and get to my collection. It's an Admiral shirt, as I mentioned, and I've only got one other Admiral shirt in my collection. I think it's the Queen's Park shirt, the one with all those little dots on. Smart, very good. It gives you sort of very England national team vibes. That's the idea it's coming with. Maybe if you'd have got the white one, you definitely see what they're trying to go for there. Other than that, the shirt is pretty plain and simple. Everything is screen printed on, so it's not even like the Admiral logo or the crest is sort of embroidered. It's just, and that's probably the reason why I'm glad I didn't have to pay £50 for that particular shirt. You're just kind of purchasing it for the difficulty and the obscurity and the rarity. When I looked at the website, the current shirts look to be sort of in-house productions, and also they may have moved away from the red and now they're doing blue and white instead of red and white. So, you know, who knows? Who knows what's going on there? But there's not really much else I can really talk about, to be honest. It's such a small place with very little history. It's only been going on for X amount of years. But, you know, I'm happy to do it. I do need to get a Lincoln Red Imps shirt in my collection. But that's 3 out of 12 teams it is. Though technically Boca Gibraltar, who I also have, don't exist anymore. So there's definitely a bit more scope to add. Though, as you can imagine, these shirts don't really pop up too often. Yeah, anyway, that's number 1 of 5. It's a decent start. It's an interesting place to start, isn't it? Yeah, next we'll just grab something else random and see where it goes. Guys, thank you as always for watching videos. Hope you have a great weekend ahead. I'll see you next video. Goodbye!